Hello again, this is the Monday Morning Coffee Break with the Marketing Tipster. My name is Rob Butters. I'm a Principal Consultant here with the Integrated Marketing Solutions Practice at Frost & Sullivan. This is a tips and tricks, helpful suggestions, information sharing, where we can get together and learn a little bit together. Let's dive in. Our topic today, new twists on old marketing. I want to talk about 4 different topics very quickly. They are direct mail, telemarketing, events, old-style marketing, and sporting venues. Let's dig in. All right, direct mail. Certainly in the past we've had a lot of response over this, but of late direct mail has been waning. Well, let's think about direct mail a little bit outside of the box. Let's not present, postcards and flyer material. Rather, think about creative ways to deliver direct mail where you're getting a message across very effectively. One idea I had in a past life in a past company was to actually look at embedding a video. Wow. So you put video inside of a direct mail piece and you have a distinctive follow-on action and call to action. Guess what? I sent out 5,000 of these. It yielded 17 million in pipeline revenue within the first 3 to 4 months. One of the keys here was that I analyzed the title and target, and I did that through telemarketing. So I vetted the list very thoroughly and made sure that I had the right addresses and the right title and target. And one creative way I did, as a team, we launched this on December 16th. Now at the time, when my vice president found out that I sent out that piece December 16th, he called my director immediately and said, "Are you crazy? You sent this out December 16th? People are busy. They have other things going on." Well, and then he called direct timeout. He goes, "Wait, I'm getting a FedEx package." Well, it was pretty funny because it happened to be my piece. He opened it. He apologized right away. So guess what? Send out some of your direct mail pieces in and around key delivery times such as Valentine's Day or Christmas. You'll get better open rates. And one of the real keys here was pay attention to sales-nominated lists. If you allow your salespeople to submit a list, they will give us better targets in the geographies we're after because they know them, right? And they want our customers and their customers talked to. Let's talk about telemarketing. So it's a nice segue from the last piece. Sales-nominated lists get better response. Again, what we need to do is think about how we can get sales involved, set up a very simple, easy-to-use website, accept any type of title and information, allow them to send us Excel spreadsheets, make it easy for the salespeople to get us talking to their customers. And of course, we've heard a lot about telemarketing, but think about the opposite side of telemarketing with inbound. Inbound marketing these days, where a customer is calling you, will have 5 times better response rate than if we're calling them. So think about ways to generate inbound traffic. But here's the key: make sure that our inbound, the contact center responsible for the inbound call is trained on the exact content that we have presented to the customer, the relevance, the pain points, the exact content that was consumed by the customer. If our inside sales rep knows that information, man, oh man, we will have fantastic return. But, and here's a key tip on calling out when we're actually doing outbound telemarketing, is don't be too quick to call. Make sure that we nurture our leads properly. A good example of this is if somebody's taken action on an SEM ad, make sure that, hey, they might not be just ready for us to call them right away. Make sure that, hey, we take the time to present material to them. And here's the tip jar of the day. Responders call on the first day, the first hour will be very receptive to our call. They know that we have our act together. After the first day, our response rates and our success will drop off by better than 50% after the first day. So get on those. Here's a real key and an old trick made new: our events. B2B trade shows are in decline, but guess what? Events are in demand and growing. And why? Well, what we want to do is look at, from a B2B standpoint, hey, more marketers are looking at events based on the way that we educate, based on how they can entertain their customers, based on how they can network and build relationships. And according to B2B Magazine 2014, that's the #1 spend for marketers. And there's a reason for that. There's education, there's partnership, there's client relationships, and we get to skip multiple levels of the demand generation cycle. You have somebody else going after the correct people that you want to talk to. They're actually bringing them to the event, they're entertaining them, and they're allowing you, the forum, to have very, very good conversations. So the tip jar of the day: focus on quality over quantity. Identify those leads and reach out to your prospects in a networking, rich relationship building environment. And we have at Frost & Sullivan many of these events where it's not a trade show at all. It is beyond a trade show, where we're actually pulling together customers and putting them into a scenario where we're allowing our sponsors to really, really get in deep with our customers and our clients. And the last part of old style marketing techniques made new is sporting events. We used to, hand out 2 tickets to a Super Bowl and say, "Hey, great, we've got a relationship built." Well, let's think about that a bit differently. What about if we educate? Most sporting venues have great business areas where we can bring in a group of 30, 40, 50 people. Think about talking to your field marketers on what they want to reach out to in the sporting event that they would like to target. Here's a great opportunity to bring partners in and train the partners, and an opportunity to launch a new product, and I also needed to train my partners. So it was a great idea to bring in customers, our salespeople, sales engineers, and also our partners, so that you can bring them all together in a nice mix. Perfectly orchestrated. Follow up and make sure that the day after the event that we have, a sponsored activity, meeting scheduled, something going on. So the tip jar of the day: think about using hockey and baseball games, the combined meeting rooms, captive audience, and the educational bonus for our customers and our partners is absolutely exceptional. So that's the marketing tipster of the day. Quick, to the point. I can be reached at robert.butters@frost.com. I'd love to hear your ideas on new tipster ideas for the next Monday morning coffee break. Thanks. Have a great week, and take care.